Welcome to Quest Wellness. In this segment, we cover an exercise that isolates the core. Specifically, we cover the correct biomechanics of performing the basic bent knee sit-up on the floor. The major muscles involved, the rectus abdominis. The equipment needed, just your body and a mat. Let's begin. So, here we are. We have a client here. He's going to show us the correct way. Some mistakes that people make. One, bring the hands in. Sometimes people collapse. That's a mistake. Also, go back down. Another common mistake, the chin comes in like that. Come up. You're going to hurt your neck structure. So, the correct way now. So the starting position is here. You're going to lie in a supine position on the floor or the mat. You want to make sure that you flex the knees to bring the knees closer to the buttocks, forming an angle here like a pyramid. Okay? Place the hands behind the head, but not turn in too much. Don't have the neck too much of a flexion. And begin. Continue. For the core, I chose to isolate by performing a basic sit-up on the floor to isolate the rectus abdominis. The core, incorrect movement. During the sit-up exercise, many clients do the movement incorrectly because they hyperflex their neck and sometimes they round the shoulders. So sometimes they hyperextend the neck like this, downward, and sometimes they round the shoulders. So that's incorrect. The core progression. Additional exercises. From the sit-up exercise, I can progress my client to trunk rotations with one foot on the ground. And then I can progress them to trunk flexions with knees at a 90-degree angle on the wall. Biomechanical safety and postural considerations. These are the biomechanical safety and postural considerations, such as postural stability. When teaching these exercises, clients should be made aware of establishing a stable position because it is critical for safety and optimal performance. Specific positioning of the client's body, arms, and the legs is reasons of safety and optimal execution. Furthermore, clients should adhere to the biomechanical cues given by the coach and the trainer. Phases of the movement. There are normally 3 phases of each exercise. There are the preparation, the central, and the terminal phase. The preparation phase is the first stage when planning to support for a new exercise. It is in this phase that we establish the correct posture, which is necessary for the foundational support for undertaking the particular movement that you're going to do. The National Posture Institute also has 4 points of postures and is a very integral component. The central phase is the midpoint of movement. The terminal phase is the ending phase and is also the completion of the movement, which requires maintaining alignment, positioning to prepare for the preparation phase and continuation of the movement and additional repetitions as they're needed. Each movement has a concentric and an eccentric phase, which are both types of isotonic contractions. The isotonic contractions are said to be the most common type of contractions. The concentric phase is when we are doing an exercise and the muscles we're targeting are contracting and the muscle fibers are shortening. Eccentric is when the muscles are lengthening. Phases of the movement for the core. We're performing the sit-up. The concentric phase is when the client is in an upward movement. And the eccentric phase is when the client is in the downward phase. Sometimes when we do a downward phase, we just drop back. But if you slowly go back, you also work the core, the rectus abdominis. The National Postural Institute's points of evaluation. Trainers should utilize the National Postural Institute's grading system to evaluate and monitor body alignment and muscular coordination during movement activities. These evaluations and grading systems can assist the personal trainer and fitness professionals as well to develop evaluation strategies and observations to be used before, during, and immediately after training sessions. Many times you have to palpate the muscle fibers of a major muscle structure as the client is performing the exercise movement, and it's necessary, especially when you're trying to show them how to activate the muscle structure correctly. Basically, it helps the client to feel as if the muscles are working properly. While the client is performing the movement, I will palpate the client, okay? That's good. So as you can see, in the upward phase, when you initiate the trunk flexion, come up, you want to pre-contract the rectus abdominis first. So if I was to palpate here, here, so again, arms extended, chin not too flexed. The downward movement phase, you want to uncurl the body as he goes down. First he curls up, upward phase, he curls back down, downward phase. So in upward phase, when you initiate trunk flexion, coming forward, you want to pre-contract the rectus abdominis, keeping the chin neutral. Question about this? Over and out.